Hello, online crew, and welcome to today's training where we're having a pretty real conversation. We're going to stop the overthinking, we're going to stop the second guessing, and we're just going to get you know what done. Does that sound good? This is a conversation I want to have because I get stuck with this, and I know most of the people that I talk to in my network marketing business, or people I coach, or people that follow me, or people in my groups, or whatever. This is the one thing that keeps holding everybody back. So we need to have a conversation about it. Is that okay with you? If we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I am your online crew captain, and I am here to serve the amazing entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, social sellers, all of the above. Those of you in network marketing, MLM, etc., and you want to build your business online, but you want to use genuine, authentic, sort of attraction marketing type strategies, and you want to be a human before a marketer in that process. If that's what you're looking for, then you're in the right place, because that's how I build my business. I honestly don't care if it takes me a little bit longer to build my business, if I can do it with integrity and authenticity and being really genuine and not shoving my business down anybody's throat. I want to do it the right way, but I do want to use and leverage social media to do that and all the tools that we get given. So if that's where you're at, then hopefully I can help in some way. But if you're not familiar with my lives, something that I do every week, which is the first video that I do in the week, is something to do with personal development, personal growth, something to help you be a better version of you. Because in this industry, it's definitely a matter of, I'm sure you've heard this term before, it's kind of like a personal development industry with a compensation plan attached to it. Like, we need to grow into pretty cool human beings to be worthy of a 6 or a 7 figure that we create kind of ourselves. Do you agree? So we have to become that person that is worthy of that, and that is emotionally stable for that, and that has a high level of self-worth and a high level of self-confidence, and all those kind of things. And the unfortunate thing in this industry is a lot of people let fear kick in, and they just think too much. And here's what I hear a lot from people. How do I put this? A lot of it, well, I don't know. Is this true for you? You think a lot about your business. You think a lot about the content you create. You think a lot about the conversations you should have. You pretty much know a lot of the things that you know you need to go and do, but you also know that you're not doing them. Is that kind of fair to say? Is that realistic for a lot of you? Is that you actually do know a lot of the things that you need to go and do, but there's something that keeps you stuck. There's something that keeps you in the fear of, like, raising it or talking about it or showing up on social media or putting something in your stories or just showing up and talking or doing a live video or approaching somebody about your business. Like, it's usually fear that stops you. Correct? Let me know if I'm correct. I think I am. Well, I kind of know I am, because the people that I coach and mentor along the way, and even people in my network marketing team, and even the journey that I'm on, just, when you build a bit of confidence, it doesn't mean you don't have any fear at all. I still have fear. I still second guess what I say to people. I still, if anyone tells you they don't have any kind of fear in this industry, or they don't second guess themselves in some way, I think they're lying to you. But the thing is to realize, what is it that's really holding you back? Like, be brutally honest with yourself. What do you think really holds you back in building your business? What is the fear around that? Is it what you're saying? Is it the way that you look? Is it that you don't think anyone would listen to you? Is it imposter syndrome? Is it not knowing what to say? Is it being scared of saying the wrong thing? Is it scared of people thinking that you're pushing your business on people? Like, what is it? Like, be brutally honest with what you think it is. If anyone's brave enough to say, like, put it in the comments. I'd love to know what your thoughts are around this. Like, what are those things that hold you back? Now, here's the reality. of one. We're just talking about that. I've just got off a 2-hour call with the students in my VIP program. We're just talking about this exact thing, about motivation, actually. Let's just touch on that for a bit. How many of you know you need more motivation at times to build your business, or at times to go to the gym, or at times to eat healthy, or whatever it is? Like you're kind of waiting for a bit more motivation, or you know you need to get more motivated to do those things. Okay. Would love to know who's sort of looking for some more motivation. And I'll get to my point in a minute. Who's here live with me? Would love to say hello to a few. We've got a Facebook user. That means you're watching from my group, and you just need to give StreamYard access for me to see who you are. So at the bottom of the live, there's a link that says streamyard.com/Facebook. Push that, and then I'll know who you are. Hello, Laurie. Lovely to see you on live. We've got Donna. Yes, Laurie says, I do a lot of thinking, too much, but I recognize that now, and making myself take some action every time I have a thought. Amazing progress, Laurie. Well done. What's holding me back? Thinking people are thinking I'm pushing my stuff. There you have it. I love the fact that Laurie was brave enough to put that in there, because I know that what Laurie just said there in the comments is what a lot of you think. And Laurie, I hope you don't mind me using you as example. We were having a conversation a couple of months ago, Laurie, and this is not unique to Laurie, but the conversation that we were having is very similar to how a lot of people feel on social media. I'll get back to motivation. I haven't forgotten that thought. Is I know a lot of you think, and I do the same thing. I think about, I should be having more conversations, or I should post this, or I should do this, or I should create some content. And you do a lot of thinking about your business and what you should be doing. But when you really drill down to it, and people that say that to me, I'll say, okay, so let's have a look at what you're doing. And you'll go to their social media and they haven't posted for 5 days or 7 days. There's nothing in reels. There's nothing in stories. They're not posting anywhere. They're not going live. And yet they're exhausted by social media. It's kind of like, okay, how come you're exhausted by social media and you need a break when you're not posting anything? Or how many conversations have you got on the go at the moment, with prospects? None. How much are you posting on social media? Virtually nothing. And yet that person is absolutely exhausted and wants to give up on network marketing and social media. Guess what that person is suffering with? Major overthinking. When you majorly overthink like that, you get stuck. Here's a really good indicator if you're stuck. You're asking the same questions now that you were a few months ago. If you're asking the same questions now about how to do things than you were 6 months ago or even a year ago, you've been stuck the whole time. And I know exactly what you're not doing. You're not taking any action, you're thinking. People that ask the same questions and stay stuck on the same things, they're not doing the do. Because the only way you can get good at something, the only way you can grow confidence, the only way you can grow is to do. You know this. You can't go to the gym and get fit by just stepping in the gym. Wouldn't that be nice? I went to the gym. I sat and talked to my friends. I sat on the treadmill or I sat on the bike and I had a conversation for an hour, but I went to the gym. Are you going to get fit sitting and talking and thinking in the gym? No, you have to do the exercise. Are you going to get healthier, like really healthy, by thinking about cooking healthy food? You have to go and prepare and spend time in the kitchen like I have lately. And last night I was in there for hours. It drives me nuts. What did I cook? I cooked fish for dinner. Then I did all the vegetables. Then after that, I roasted a chicken so I could use the bones for my next batch of my bone broth. So I roasted a chicken. So I got the chicken from my roast, and then I got all the bones off that, put it in the crock pot with my vegetables and my salt and my pepper and my celery and all the things and my garlic and my onion. And it's still cooking actually. Put it on for minimum 12, 14, 16 hours. So that's still cooking up in the kitchen. I got my bone broth on the go. Then once I got my bone broth on the go, this is really weird actually. Oh, I haven't looked at it this morning either. This is going to say I'm totally on a tangent here, but I'm going to finish my story. I made zucchini cheese last night. So it's a like a vegan version of like totally it's a cheese, but it's cheese made out of zucchini. I'm going to do a TikTok on it later, so watch that later. So I bought gelatin, and I'm going on a tangent. I'll get off the tangent. But I did all of that last night. I turned around to my husband and I said, eating healthy is hard. Eating healthy is too much hard work. But you got to do the do. Like, unless I do that, I can't eat those good things. Okay, do you get them? And I know that you guys know this, but why I want to highlight this is because some of you really need to stop and realize that all you're doing is a hell of a lot of thinking about your business, and you're not going and doing the do. So let me circle back to what I was saying about motivation. If you wait for motivation, it's fleeting. Motivation is crap. I spoke about this only probably 2 or 3 weeks ago here about motivation. Motivation is fleeting. If you wait for motivation, you're already behind the 8 ball with your business, because motivation comes from a feeling. You're waiting to feel like you want to do something. And this industry is full of fear. So if you're waiting to sort of feel like you can conquer it and do it, you're going to be waiting a really long time. So what we need to do, as my heading says, stop thinking, stop second guessing, be willing to take the action that you know is going to be uncomfortable and that you're not motivated to do, but you have to go and take that action even when you're not motivated, and stop thinking about it and going and doing it, because that's what it takes to do anything in life. Think of that gym example, eating healthy. You've actually got to go and do the do to get the result. Your business is no different. Stop thinking about all the things that you need to go and do and start doing it. And you have to start doing it when you're uncomfortable, because it's the only way that you can build the confidence that you're looking for. You can only build confidence by doing something, anything. You get confidence in going to the gym by starting to go to the gym. You get confidence in cooking and healthy eating because you start eating healthier and it starts to feel good, and you know how to cook something the second time around because you actually did it. If you want to get really good in this industry and build your business in this industry, you have to go and do hard things. Let's discuss that for a minute. Easy versus hard. It's easy to think about it. It's easy to think of the obstacles. It's easy to stop yourself doing something. It's easy to watch another training and justify your time that you're working on your business because you watch another training. All those things are easy. It's hard to grow a business in this industry. It's hard to reach out to people you're scared to. It's hard to do something you don't really know how to do. It's hard to fight through the fear. It's hard. Accept it. Just accept it and go and do it anyway. It's only when you do the do. Like one of the VIP students on the call before was, I went live today, and I don't know why I didn't do it ages ago. Has been scared for months to go live again. Used to go live. Has been scared for months to go live. Finally fought through the fear and did it today, and said, I don't know why I waited so long. Do you know how many times I hear that when people do scary things? Because they just finally took the action and realized it's actually not that scary. If you want to get good at prospecting and having conversations with people, you need to practice the action of having conversations with people to know how to lead a conversation, to know how to, answer any objection. Anyone gives me any objection, I know how to deal with it before they've even given me the objection. Sometimes in my conversations, I even address the objection before the objection has even come up because I know the objection's coming. You only get good at that when you do a lot of something. You will only get good at building your business when you go and do the things you know you're scared to do. You got to go and do hard things, guys. So I don't know if this motivates you or scares you. I've got no idea how you're interpreting this conversation, but there's a few things you need to realize. Overthinking keeps you stuck. And I'll say it again. If you're asking the same questions about how to do something than you were 3 months, 6 months, a year ago, you've been stuck for that long. And why are you stuck? Because you're not doing the thing that scares you. Because otherwise you would be learning and growing through it. And you would be learning what does work and doesn't work because you're doing the do. Unless you do the do, there's no way you can learn how something does work or doesn't work or improve it because you're not doing it. So somebody that asks me the same questions months down the track than they were asking before, I know they're not doing the action. I know they're not doing the work. They're just thinking a lot about it. And it's pretty sad to know that people waste sometimes months and years in the same place because the fear is so high that they just won't go and do the do to learn and grow. You've got to go and do the do. You've got to stop thinking. You've got to stop second guessing and just know the way that your brain works. Like if you had $1 for every time I said this to you, if you've been around me for a while, you're probably sick of hearing it, but I need to keep saying it, is your brain is designed to talk you out of hard things. So your brain thinks and goes, ooh, that's scary, Helen. Go and make another batch of chicken broth rather than message somebody. It'll talk me out of it. Your brain talks you out of the things that you know you're a little bit scared to do. It's what it's designed to do. It's doing exactly what it's meant to do. You have to have enough strength up here to get out of here and or say to yourself, I know that's what you're designed to do. Thank you, brain, for protecting me. I appreciate that. But I'm going to send that message anyway. I'm going to do that live video anyway. Who's registered for the live video challenge that starts next week on the 16th of May? helenmartinonline.com/video. I'll say it again, helenmartinonline.com/video. Somebody put it in the comments for me. Jump on the live video challenge. It's only 10 days. Do scary things. Do you know how many people get a few days into that video challenge and go, I don't know why I waited so long. It's not that scary. And it's kind of fun. And then people go on with their journey and they continue to do live videos. And I did an interview. Someone interviewed me last week and said, actually, I need to thank you because you're the one that started my journey doing live videos and it propelled a lot of things in my business. Do the things that scare you. And you've just got to realize on the forefront of your brain that you're not going to just consciously go and do things or wait for the motivation for do things because it might last a day, it might last a week, it might even last a month. People go on diets, they lose a lot of weight. And how many people do you see a few months down the track, all that weight comes back on and more? Okay, you can get motivated for a short amount of time, but motivation, don't rely on it to build your business because you're just going to stay stuck because you're going to start thinking again. Just go and do decisive action. They're the words I'm going to leave you with. Decisive action. Decisive action can change your life. It can change your business. It can change your health. It can change everything. Make decisive action. No, I'm going to do it anyway. I know it's scary. It's the only way you're going to learn and grow. And it's the only way you're going to build in this industry is to go and do the things that scare you. and know consciously that that is what you have to do, because it comes back again and again and again and again. I know the people that are not growing their businesses is they're not doing hard things. Life isn't easy. If this industry was easy, you know how it goes. Everybody would do it. Why do people drop out? Because it's hard. They don't want to do the hard things. They don't want to have the conversations. The fear is just built up too much that they can't hack it, and they leave. But if you do the hard things, then you practice and you learn. Fear is not a bad thing. It's just a whole lot of lessons that you need to learn. So don't interpret something negative or failure, those kind of things, as bad. It's just, well, now I know that conversation didn't go well, or that just didn't go well. You just learn, and then you learn not to do it again. You hit your head on how many of you have walked into a glass screen, like a glass door, a sliding door, because you missed the little, the things on the door that are a bit lower down, or maybe it's an old sliding door that's just got the glass and doesn't have the things on them. It's like you don't do it again. You just learn by taking the action. Like, strange example, but I hope you know what I'm talking about. Okay, just checking in with a couple of comments. High confidence in my skills, low sense of credibility, much to be improved. You don't need credibility to help people. Just like let that sink in. You don't need credibility to have a warm heart and to be passionate about what you help people with, and to just go and do that and have that conversation. Don't say things like, I'm in a health and wellness business. Tell people what you help them with. Like, that's how you build credibility. Just go and help people because you want to help people. Get rid of I need to make a sale and then someone needs to join my team, and go out there and actually legitimately help people and want to help people, and send that vibe out on social media. That's where you'll grow. Okay. Yeah, Laurie, it's so time consuming thinking. So if you're thinking way too much about your business, like, you're wasting a hell of a lot of brain space, maybe thinking about your business and just not doing a lot of the do. Typically, the more you do something hard, the less time it takes. Absolutely. Your encouragement helps so much. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. Yep, Laurie's registered for the video challenge, and Laurie's put the link down. Thank you, Laurie. So there you have it, helenmartinonline.com/video. We start on the 16th, but there's prep work that you need to do for the video challenge. So register, get the information, get into the group, and start prepping for it, okay? Donna is in the video challenge. Love it. I use this metaphor well. I shanked that bowl. better on the next one. Christina, I can actually see you, Christina, so that's cool. Absolutely. Everything in life is a lesson, but you don't learn the lesson unless you go and do hard things. So make a pact with yourself. Stop overthinking things and take more action, and just know that that action is going to be difficult, and that's okay. But come from the right place with what you're doing, the business that you're in, and how you help people, and just do it scared. And when you do it scared, you'll learn, and then you'll build confidence. And once was something that was really hard will now be easier. And then you bring more difficult things in. But that's when you grow. That's when you grow into an amazing human being that can turn an under 6-figure business to a 6-figure business and beyond, because you keep growing. You keep pushing and growing and learning and building the confidence. And the dollars will match in your bank account when you do that. Okay? Please absorb what I'm sharing with you today. Don't think about it too much. Just go and do the things that you need to go and do to build your business, because that's what it really is going to take. Don't wait for the motivation. Just go do the do, because that's just what it takes. Okay? So join us on Clubhouse tomorrow. We're talking about content and live video and the benefits of all of that and the tips around that. Really good things. I've got a special collaboration with some special people this week where we're talking about prospecting conversations and tips all around that. You're going to love that. That's at the end of the week. So join us on Clubhouse tomorrow and live the following day. Okay? I'll catch you then. Bye.